Hey there, gamers all around. Welcome. Here we are in Chaos, everyone. Here we are back at it again with Niche or Niche. And we're continuing on Adam's storyline as far as the bearyainous side. Oh, with bearyainous. Let's take a look at Cosmine's baby. And I heard there was a unfriendly bearyainous somewhere along those mists. Okay, so you had a toxic body. Can't really collect though, because you got the claw. You got bearyainous claw and the claw. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have you two breed again, just not at that turn. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, and he attacked Lurderk. And he's bleeding, and there's a leech, and there's razor whips. So I'm gonna get out of the water before I attract attention to myself. Take a look at here. This is a bad head. Curlernu. Yeah, no, I'm not giving you that name. You are Kevin. I'm gonna, I want, there. So wait, I'm just doing that for, name purposes, that's all. He's not just Kevin, his B stands for something else, we just don't know what the B stands for at the moment. So, maybe it stands for bat, I don't know. We're just making it up as we go. Are you an alpha though? Kevin is not an alpha. And what about the girl, Ratori? Yeah, no alpha. I don't think either of you are gonna have alphas. But besides the point, Cosmine. Yeah, Cosmine's gonna get out of her nest. She's gonna breed. She's gonna make her nest again. And then Pre-Duke is gonna get into the grasses, and I just realized I left my baby all alone. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh no, okay. It's alright. Miss Sol will go look after the baby, and then Ra's gonna go fishing. Ah, we finally got fish! And then over she's gonna pick off the smelly fruit tree, and then Butter's just gonna lick his lick her wounds, lick the stench off of her. And now that Butter is old enough, I'm gonna have him breed with Anna. Actually, you don't have mutations. Neither of you have mutations. Good. Okay. Medium ears. Do you have the bearyainous ears? No, you don't. But you have the bad head in your inactive genes, which is good. And you have the toxic body in your inactive gene, which is also good. And then runner leg, bearyainous claw, bearyainous snout, toxic body, which is good. Okay, so I'm gonna do bat head and your mutations and Anna's mutations, because the Butter has the bat head in his inactive genes. See, this is how you do the mutations. You take a look at the other partners in inactive genes, and you try to put in the mutations in based off of their partner's genes. Or their genes. Like if they have a negative trait that you want to weed out. Like if they have hemophobia. Like if they have normal fertility. And then short sight and eyesight. You can go in and put in high fertility in eyes for their mutations. That's the way that you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to look into the genes, and you're supposed to see, okay, if there's any negative traits, what am I supposed to weed out? I see the homophobia trait, I see normal fertility, and I see short sight and eyesight. But because I can't put in 3 mutations, I can only put in 2. So I go into the mutations, then I pick the ones that's most important. That would have been high fertility and hemophobia. To quit the bleeding, because otherwise this baby is gonna end up with hemophobia. But that's besides the point. I chose eyesight, so that way their baby would have eyesight, high fertility, and then in the next gene, like in the next generation, I'm going to put in hemophobia or normal blood clotting to weed out the hemophobia gene. And if I wanted to really get rid of the extra short sight and eyesight that still came from her traits, I'd go in here and then I'd put in eyes. But I'm not gonna do that just yet, just because I don't know what other mutations I want to put in her. But that's just as an example. So that's how you're really supposed to do the mutations. You're supposed to look into their inactive traits. I mean, and if they don't have like the bat head, it's okay to put in the bat head into their like if Butter didn't have the bat head, it's okay to go into the mutations and go put in the bat head into his mutations. Chances are they're probably not going to have give birth to a newborn baby with a bat head, but they will have a newborn with a baby that has bat head in their inactive genes. So that way the next generation could have a possibility of getting that mutation, but not from their mutations, because their genes are either they're going to get a big nose or the bat head, or they're going to get a cracker jaw or a bearyainous down. It's just a toss of the dice to see, hey, what's the mutations going to look like? What's this creature going to look like? That's how you play the game. That's how I've been playing the game, so that's why I've been not telling it in story mode. Let me go back into story mode now, okay? So Anna, she has the bat head mutation because I put in the genes for the bat head from Butter's inactive genes. He also has a toxic body. She has a toxic body, so we don't really need to put in the toxic body in their mutations, unless I am getting bad looks with getting big body over toxic body. Big body is probably more dominant than toxic body, so chances of me getting a toxic body is probably very slim, because they both have big body. So if I wanted to put in the toxic body in their mutation trait, I could I put it in at least Butter's mutation. I'm gonna put in a toxic body, but then for Anna's trait mutation, because she has the double bearyainous claw, she has no way to collect. So I'm gonna put in nimble fingers in her other mutation trait or slot, so that way she has a possibility of passing on a child with either the rudder leg or the nimble fingers and not the bearyainous claw, so that way they can at least pick off from the toxic berry bush with the bat head to collect insects, in case the insects get kind of bothersome. For Butter, I have an extra slot that I could use, but I might want to save it for whatever that aloe vera has that Butter doesn't. So I'm gonna have Anna breed with Butter, and Anna's gonna make her nest. And then I'm gonna take a look at Ella Rare's traits. And she has a short sight and eyesight, so I need to go in here. There's already eyes and ram horns in her mutation trait or slot. And then she has 4 days remaining on her lifespan, so she doesn't have much time. She has the platypus beak in her inactive genes, which is interesting. She also has a toxic body in her inactive traits, and the scorpion tail. So if I mean, it's probably a very slim chance that I'd get the scorpion tail out of any of these babies. But if I were to get a scorpion tail instead of the medium tail or the swimming tail, probably not going to happen. But if I were to get the scorpion tail instead of the toxic body, it's still a poison resistance trait. So they would still be able to go over here and pick off berries from the toxic berry bush. Excuse me. The toxic berry bush, because that's a poison resistance trait. You know, they can pick off berries from it if they have the scorpion tail and not be affected by it. Anyways, so going on now, I don't see really any bad traits that I need to like weed out. And I don't really see anything else. So I guess from here on out, I'll just put in ram horns and try to amp up their strength a little bit. And is Colin, she's gonna clear out some grasses. She, you know, is just there. Missel's gonna watch over Ratori. She's just a baby. Newpori is just covered in insects. He's not doing so well. Blurdirk tries to get that fish. He's not able to, but he tries to get the fish just because it's kind of eyeing him up because he's bleeding. Not because of a leech, but because that bearyainous got him, so he wasn't stunned by those coconut trees like I always thought he was. Daisy's gonna clear out some grasses, and Bruder's gonna go out to sea, or go out to the beach anyways. He's not an alpha, so Shelly and Jake, they're gonna breed again. Jake's gonna get right in the center of those insects, and he's gonna try to pick off those insects. While she's just happily picking her berries. And she goes over to the other toxic berry bush. Mitra's just happy. She sees a leech, so she runs away. And then Ruduk sees that leech and gobbles it out of the sea. And then I heard something. Yeah! Oh, you're blind. But you have the platypus beak. Yeah, I knew someone stepped on those branches. That's why we don't step on those branches, because, you know, other creatures can hear you. Hold on, let me see if there's... Okay, no. But yeah, there's a new creature. There's a new wanderer. Maybe if I'm fast enough, I can invite him into our tribe. He's gonna steal food from us. I just know it. So, Top Rooney going out to the beach to go look for his friendly bearyainous, and there he is. He's out in the ocean. Well, not out in the ocean. He's just on his last day. He's looking at the sea. Aww. Maybe he's thinking. He's just thinking about, you know, all the loss that he had to deal with in his life. Has it come to this? He's just really sad on his last day. And, like, who wouldn't blame him? He's been through a lot. Okay, so Bree tries to get rid of all these insects. And then Shelbert tries to go do that with him. Myri still has a sleeping sickness, so she's not able to move. And of course, he stole food from us. Of course he stole food from us, because why wouldn't he? Alright, so we're gonna invite him into our tribe to get him to stop stealing food from us. And there's the bearyainous. Well, he's not really there, but Ta's gonna collect the meat as if it was his ashes, and then he's also gonna sit right onto that tile, because he sees that there's a water healing plant, and he knows that he took some damage, and he wants to try to heal. He wants to try to recover from it. And then Shelbert clears some grasses. He revealed a rock. And then Prue is just close by his brother. Myri is just toddling his way right after Prue and Shelbert. Lila's getting attacked by all these insects, so she's trying to move and collect toxic berry bushes at the same time. New Pree's not having a great day. He's just covered in insects, and he's trying to clear out some grasses. He runs out of energy, so he's tired. And I forgot to set my timer. I definitely forgot to set my timer. Okay, so I'm gonna set the timer now. Now starts 30 minutes. I know it's probably been a little longer than 30 minutes by now, but screw it. This episode's gonna be a little longer. I get into this game, you know, and it's good that I get into this game, because then I'm dedicated. I'm interested. Okay, so Lurdirk attacks the bearyainous and takes its meat, because he's been attacked like more than once. We might have to send Myri back in that direction, but I don't know if she's gonna make it in time, because Lurdirk only has 3 days remaining. He may not even survive the night because he's bleeding. So Kevin gets out of his nest. His sister, Miko. I like that name, but I had to change it for copyright purposes. I know that's not how you spell that character's name, but that's the same way that you pronounce it. So I'm going to change his name to avoid copyright purposes. Her name is I don't know what her name is. I don't know how to spell Melissa, but that is her name. Her name is Melissa. We got Melissa. We got Kevin. Melissa's the one with the whole nine immunity genes that makes her an alpha by default. And then Kevin is just there. Jake took some sleeping sickness damage. Shelly's gonna destroy both of her nests. She's gonna try to dig. She's able to dig. Okay, so Daisy's gonna try to run on by towards Lurdirk. So is Roduk. They may not make it in time to save him, but they're gonna try. Okay, so I clicked on the wrong button. I was trying to get Rapuni. This is why I just call him Bra. I was trying to get Ra to go fishing. I didn't realize there was no fish there to begin with, so he went into the water, and then he went out of the water, realizing that there was razor piranhas in there, and then he tried to go fishing. He wasn't able to catch anything though. Ratori gets out of her nest, and then Nuvan. He's not able to collect, but he does have the toxic body, so that's always helpful. Preduk clears out some grasses, so does Kozamim. She even destroys her nests. And Missile on her last day. She just wants to sit by Ra's side and try to go fishing. We do have the toxic body and the nimble fingers and the rare leg, baby. So that's very cool. That's not what I wanted, but yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so Elevator's gonna make her nest, and she's gonna collect from the smelling fruit tree. Butter's gonna lick to remove the stench, and then Nocodon's gonna get out of the branches, so that way he's not attracting anything. His colon's gonna lick stench away. And the air is gonna get over here and put on some mud. Try to disguise her scent, and she's also gonna go smelling and listening to make sure there's no apes that randomly spawn right here, because this is an ape spawning tree. So we might have to skedaddle in a hurry, and I don't want to do that. Ooh, stealing our fish. Well, I don't know. I forgot about Mitra. Mitra goes over here to get some worms out of the seafloor. And then let's go see how Todd goes. How Todd is. How Todd is. I don't know how to grammar. I mean, I know how to grammar, I just don't know how to speak sometimes. Okay, so he was able to heal off some healing damage he took. Okay, so Shelbert, Pre's gonna get out of his way, and then Myri's gonna toddle her way over here. We're gonna take a look at the mutations. Bearyainous ears. Trying to unlock that, and then I do see infertility and hemophobia, so I'm gonna put that in as normal blood clotting and high fertility. And then Shelbert's genes look good, so I'm not gonna mess with Shelbert's mutation. And I'm just gonna have them breed, see what they get. Maybe she'll purr for Shelbert. Pre has a sleeping sickness though, so he might need that more. Larlel, she's running from the insects and trying to collect from the poison berry bush. She's probably not gonna get too far. And Mitra's also collecting worms from under the seabed. And I got a rogue male on her hands, it looks like. Melissa's getting out of her nest. Shelly's trying to collect insects. Kevin is able to come on over and take some insects, but he's out of energy because he's too young to move all about like everybody else. Daisy's... Wait, he's not bleeding anymore? He's not bleeding anymore, but I can't heal him. He's on his last day. Oh well. So Roduk and Lazy, they just straight up breed with each other. I'm not even gonna worry about the mutations right now because I mean they both are alphas. They both have home island muty genes. It's gonna probably don't even know if I'm in the camera. Sorry. But they both have the home island muty genes, so they're probably gonna end up with sick babies, but they're gonna try anyways. Ra's fishing. Nupre's getting over there. Yeah, he uncovered a bunny, so no Kodokon is getting in there to try to chase him out. Ratori's just running on down. So is new Vukon. She has the toxic body, I realize. And her strength is kind of high, but she's not able to collect. Kozumim isn't feeling well, so she hides into the bushes. And then Preduke watches over their son, at least. Marie tries to, gets out of her nest. I'm not smelling or hearing that. Okay, so I'm not smelling or hearing that, rogue male, but the rogue male is definitely around. Oh, take a look at you. You have double immunity F, so that just isn't good, so. You're able to collect, you have the toxic body though, so that's good enough for me. Okay, so let's see Myri's baby. Ah, okay. Clears out some grasses, founds the toxic berry bush. Pre finally has enough energy to go running around. And then Shelbert joins him. Myri is left all alone. She destroys her nest, tries to get rid of these insects. She's able to take at least one fleet of insects. Oh, you don't have an alpha. Okay, we need an alpha. I mean, we got alphas. Okay, so she is successful with collecting toxic berry bushes and not getting the sleeping sickness. Kevin runs over, scaring a mole in the process, and he goes over to the tile with the insects. He's chasing the insects, trying to get them in his mouth, but he's not old enough to get all of the insects, and he doesn't have wings, so he can't really fly and catch them in his mouth. Mitra goes over to her long-lost brother's skeleton, just sits there and kind of cries. Hi there. No, come back. Ruduk just collects the coconut, and Jake takes some of those toxic berry bushes. Oh, they gave birth to an alpha that wasn't sick. That's kind of a miracle. So Daisy's gonna destroy her nest. She's gonna get under the mangrove tree, and that clown koi almost came right into our talons. Shelly isn't feeling well, so she's gonna rest behind Melissa. I'm gonna send all the little kids off onto the new island to the best of my ability. If not everyone's gonna be able to come, but I'm gonna try to send everybody. Aha! So he's able to take out that rabbit, and he's able to take the meat. Forget the names already. I'm not even looking at the names. Marie follows along and just keeps going. Lurdon's gonna stay here though, because he's sick. He doesn't want to make anybody else sick, so he's gonna stay behind. Illarare might want to move. So will Butter. Butter will move. Is Colin's gonna destroy her nest? All of the babies that were, oh, except for this one. Except for Milan. All of the babies that was the babies of the rogue males, they're all gonna like they're gonna stay behind is what I'm trying to say. Except for Milan. Oh, come on. Okay, so let me see how much further I got for unlocking that tail. 11 out of 30. Collecting on Smelly Fruit Tree. Okay, so I got a little ways to go. It would help if I had another creature over on this side, but I don't want to step on that branch. I know, I'll do it. And there's another bearyainous among us. There's another water healing fruit. If he can make it there in time, he can heal himself. Shelbert's gonna run on back. And then Myrie's gonna try to breed with him. Pree's gonna try to run on out. Arlel's gonna collect berry bushes. And Kevin's still chasing after those insects. Of course, Reduke has the leech, so he gets out. Daisy picks off the leech from him, and he tries fishing for a Resarina. He's not able to catch it, but he still tries to. Okay, so all these babies are coming out to the shore to try to get onto this port. Mitra is able to take some extra food for the road at least. Melissa's able to go into the shallow parts of the water. She's okay, so maybe that means that Ritori would be okay too. Yep. Alright. Jake's taking some berries. So is Shelly. She's not able to because she has a sleeping sickness. All the kids are just coming on over to the ports so they can live their lives. Oh no, what are you? Oh! Okay. Stay away from our food resources. You're the rogue male? You're the rogue male. Okay, cool. You're not cool, but alright. Ra's gonna collect some fish. New Pree's gonna come on over here to try to give our rogue males a pep talk. And I forgot that you were blind, so you're not able to see anything, but okay, so just stick with Pre-Duke. Tavon's coming over here. Lurderk's gonna collect some toxic berry bushes. And then Lenko. I forgot that was there! Because she's a wanderer, she's the one that stole our food, technically speaking. I'm not gonna bother. Because she's the one that stole our food to begin with. So Butter's just gonna sit right next to the smelling fruit tree, watch our wanderer get stunned, and watch our wanderer get eaten by a carnivorous plant, because Butter has little appreciation for Lenko because she's the wanderer that stole food from us. And the only reason why I invited her into the tribe is that way she wouldn't steal food from us. But there's still no food there. So Milan's gonna come on out. Aha! Well, Colin is a female, but she's kind of like blocking the path for this rogue male. This rogue male can't get in here anymore. But he might still breed with this Coquelin, regardless. Okay, so Anna's gonna come on out. Ross gonna go fishing to the best of his ability. Daisy kind of wants to go on this adventure with everyone else, so let's see if there's enough ports for everybody to fit. Todd probably won't be able to make it to the healing fruit plant, water fruit plant. But Van's able to collect the shell, at least, and Myri's gonna try to give birth. And Shelbert's gonna try to take care of the insects. He's not able to take the insects, and he's gonna try. Okay, so Kevin's gonna go on this adventure with everybody else because he was a baby. He's not a baby anymore, but, you know. Alright, so Melissa's able to take that. Oh, they're all branches. Okay. Melissa's able to take the shell. Daisy's able to get on too. Midra collects some food. Everybody jumps onto these ports. We have no idea where those ports lead to. It's kind of, I want to know where they go. Jake destroys that berry bush right from under Shelly's toes. And Ruduk is just happily collecting those coconut trees. Or coconuts from the coconut tree. Nuvan runs on out. Rob collects fish, and that rogue male is still breeding with our females, but luckily it's one female that he's breeding with, and not everyone. Butter takes almost a scoff, almost like scoffing. He takes the smelling fruit tree, and then Lurdon collects berry bushes. Tavon's able to collect some berry bushes, but not a lot. Nupri tries to collect insects. He's not able to. Milan rushes out, trying to go out there. His Coquelin's not getting into that permanent nest. Anna's gonna come over and lick the stench off of Butter. Larlel's trying to go alternating between both berry bushes, trying to collect berries from the toxic berry bush, and she is getting kind of too old to go off into this adventure with everybody else. If I go to the next island before my timer goes up, I'm ending the video. Probably not gonna happen, but okay. She's able to collect some algae, Mitra is, and she needs to get out of there before something bad happens. Rudu probably is going to get stunned by the coconuts, but it's going to be alright. I'm saying it's gonna be alright. It's probably not gonna be alright. Okay, so I'm just trying to get everybody on these ports. Shelly clears out some grasses, and Jake goes in here, and then he realizes that it's blocked off by all these thorns. Milan tries to run down. Kevin runs like as fast as he can in the water, not realizing that he's a little slower in the water than he is on land. Ra tries to go fishing. Jake sees Ra and he just hangs out. Tavon collects some berries. Lurdon collects some berries. Butter is able to take some smelling fruit tree, and Anna is able to lick off the stench. I just want to check to see the progress on that. 15 out of 30, so I need to collect it 15 more times. As Colin just gets in the nest, she just loses faith. No Kurdonk, joins his friend. There's a little stream over here, goes over to here, and then it meets over with that part of the tribe. And Top Purny is able to collect the water healing fruit to heal himself in time. Pre is able to clear out some grasses, and the rogue males breeding with females again. You an alpha? Yes, you're an alpha. Probably not gonna make it to the journey though. So Shelbert goes off into the distance, leaving Myri. Myri clears out some grasses and destroys the nest. She purrs for her baby boy. Marlel takes some poison berries. She's happy in the rain because that means that all these toxic berry bushes replenish themselves. And of course, one of our babies has a leech. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 more creatures can go on. He's not stunned either, so that's kind of cool. So Kevin's going to join in on the adventure. Milan's going to try to join in on the adventure. She attacks that leech, and Redux being attacked by bearyainous and Razorana. So, really not his day. Rod goes fishing. He's able to collect some fish. Jake sees that there's this rogue male lurking about, so he tries to... He growls at the rogue male. He gives him a warning sign first. Shelly tries to get rid of all these insects. She's not able to, so she's getting bothered by all these insects. Lurdon just collects berries, so does Tavon. Colin and Nupri tries to get rid of all these insects. Butter just, collects from the smelling fruit tree, and Anna rolls her eyes as she licks the stench off and makes her nest. No, she doesn't want to. Pre clears out some grasses, and then No Condon comes on out to see Ta fishing, and then Free is clearing out some grasses. That was more than 30 minutes that I've been on. Okay, so Shelbert clears grasses. Dawnpree gets out of his tile that was his nest. And Myri just purrs. I am going over to the next island. No matter how long it's gonna take me, I'm gonna go on to the next island and then end the video. This episode might be a little longer. Milan is finally able to go on to the journey with everybody else. She has a sleeping sickness. She has a sleeping sickness. Roothook is not okay, but he is able to kill off that bearyainous and take the meat. So he just runs into the beach. He's not feeling well. He doesn't want to tell anyone that he's not feeling well. Rock goes fishing. You know what? I'm gonna go off into the other island right now. I'm just gonna collect food, collect as much food as I possibly can, and then just go off to the other island. Because that was 30 minutes. I don't want to make this any longer than it has to be. It's still a meat-eating plant. Bree tries to collect some insects. He watches his best friend pass away. Shelver tries to go in here, and then he realizes there's the other part of half the tribe right there. Dawnpree tries rushing out. So does Van Duker, but he's not able to. Myri is finally able to collect some insects. Okay, so that's all that's going off into this journey, I suppose, because I'm not waiting any longer. And Jake tries to collect some insects for the road. Everybody else gets onto the ports and goes traveling. I know that we're leaving behind 3 more. We have 3 more, room for 3 more. I don't really have 3 more creatures willing to go on to this adventure right now, so. And I have unlocked the Velvet Paw to mutate, and I'm in the jungle. More apes. Great. Then my goal is to get to here, all the way over here, the North Port. I believe that's the next challenge island. So, thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Over and out.